Welcome to a video specifically based on how to brace your core. Core bracing is essential for lowering the risk of injury to your lower back, especially during any sort of hip hinge movement. Proper core bracing provides stability to the spine that helps distribute the load evenly, preventing any undue stress on your lower back. Today we'll go over a few drills to help you master this technique. All we're going to need for this demonstration is our hands, as well as a lightweight, preferably a kettlebell. To illustrate the importance of core bracing, we're going to use an analogy of a soda can. I think this is really helpful. So think of your core as a soda can. When you have the soda can filled up, it's sealed with air pressure, and it's very strong, and it can withstand you even standing on top of it. This strength is due to internal pressure created by the liquid and the seal at the top, which can keep the can rigid and stable in itself. If you were to open the can and crack the seal, it would become much more susceptible to being crushed or dented with minimal force. This is because the internal pressure that was providing the stability and rigidity is no longer there. Now, let's get creating that intra-abdominal pressure inside of us, and let's try to make that soda can effect by just this technique that we call Valsalva maneuver. To practice this, from a seated or standing position, wrap your hands around your waist. Apply adequate pressure with your fingers and your thumb. Take a large breath of air into your belly, trying to not let your chest rise. Watch your hands expand away from their starting position as your belly fills up with air. Using the air inside your belly, press out against your hands, creating that intra-abdominal pressure. Watch how your hands further expand away from each other in this process. Hold that position while constantly pressing with your hands for a total of 5 seconds. Focus on maintaining the intra-abdominal pressure throughout the hold. Repeat this process for 5 repetitions to practice and reinforce this technique. This is exactly what we're going to try to replicate when we're in a hinged position and we're lifting a load, or we're doing something like a single arm row, again from a hinged position. This intra-abdominal pressure is going to help us activate our core, stabilizing our spine, and lowering the risk of our lower back overworking. Now, we have a second drill that we're going to use a light load as feedback for the same exact concept. Lie face up on the floor with a light kettlebell placed on your belly. Take a deep breath of air in, watching the kettlebell descend down towards the floor as your belly expands. Press out again, creating that intra-abdominal pressure, and watch the kettlebell rise as your belly fills with air. Hold this top position for a total of 10 seconds, focusing on maintaining the pressure and stability in your core. Repeat this for 3 more reps, ensuring you maintain proper control and form. Bracing your core correctly is essential for performing most movement patterns in a gym with load when you're in a vulnerable position, as well as sometimes when you're just moving through life and you might be rotating into an odd angle, lifting something, or placing your overhead luggage in the bin above you. By mastering these techniques, you should feel more confident than ever in your ability to pick something up and brace your core using the right musculature and not risking your lower back overworking. Practice with very light loads, practicing deadlifting and dumbbell rows, and movement patterns when you're in a vulnerable position, and you are going to see a huge difference in the sensation that you get from activating your core while doing these. Thank you for watching, and I promise this is a valuable technique that you just learned, and remember to implement this on your day-to-day life. Just remember, when you're picking up a paper clip, you don't need this technique. This technique is going to be for you lifting maximal loads, or picking things up from an odd position. So when you're bending over, nonchalantly picking up a Tupperware from the ground, don't worry about this protocol. Thanks for watching, and I hope this taught you a valuable lesson about how to brace your core, and I look forward to seeing the results from the rest of your movement patterns now that you know how to actively engage your core. I'll see you soon.